Let's solve equations with fractions. Equation 1. 2/3 x plus 6 equals 0. Step 1. Find a common denominator. This equation has one fraction, 2/3, which means it only has one denominator, the value 3. And when we have one denominator, then we just use that number as our common denominator. So for our equation in number 1, the common denominator is just the value 3. How did we find the common denominator? We found the common denominator by taking a look at the denominators in the equation. Here we only had one denominator, which means that we just use that number for our common denominator. Step 2. Clear the fraction by multiplying the common denominator to both sides. We're going to draw parentheses around the entire side of the equation and multiply that whole thing by 3. And we're going to do that for both sides of our equation. Let's begin by multiplying 3 into the two terms on the left side of the equation. 3 times 2/3 x, a 3 numerator times a 3 denominator, will cancel away, leaving us with just 2x. We're also going to multiply 3 times the other term, positive 6. Positive 3 times positive 6 is a positive 18. And this is equal to 3 times 0, which is equal to 0. Our equation now has no fractions in it. We have cleared the fraction. How did we clear the fraction? To clear the fraction, we used the common denominator value 3 and multiplied it to every term inside of the equation. We multiplied 3 to the entire expression on the left side and the entire expression on the right side. On the left side, we had two terms, so we had to do a distribution multiplying 3 into both terms. We used our fraction multiplication of cross-reducing, which cleared the fraction, giving us our equation 2x plus 18 equals 0. Step 3. Solve the equation. So now we just go about our regular business of solving this equation by subtracting 18 from both sides. That will give us 2x is equal to negative 18. And now dividing positive 2 on both sides, we get x is equal to negative 9. You are now ready to solve equation number 2, finding the common denominator and then clearing the fraction to solve for the variable x.